So now let us see the programming example of a recursion. So before, as we were telling that factorial is one of the problem program which uses recursion approach. Okay, let us see first the recursion using iterative approach. So what is mean by iteration? Okay, factorial program we can solve it using either iterative approach or recursive approach. So let us see what is the iterative approach. Iterative approach is nothing but any problem which is solved by using loops. Okay, loop is nothing but iterations. Okay, each time when it loops, an iteration is going to execute, either it's a for loop or while loop or do while. Using this, you're going to find out factorial of a program first. So let us come to this particular example. So what we are going to do is we have taken three variables. So as you already know that since it's an iterative approach, so I is the counter which maintains the each iterations. Okay, it's going to count your iterations, and fact is a variable which is used to display the factorial, and it is initialized to 1. The reason why it is initialized to 1 is that we know that at last the last number, that is 5 into, whether it's a 5 factorial or 99 factorial, the last number which gets multiplied is 1. If it is 5 factorial, it's 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. That is a 1. Okay, if it's a 4 factorial, it's 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So that is why we know that whether it is 0 factorial, at last we need to multiply it by 1. So factorial is a variable which is taken as 1 initially, and number is an input whose factorial you need to find out. So let us say print enter the number whose factorial should be found. So we are giving the number as 5. That means we are supposed to find out 5 factorial. Now your iteration starts because you are using a loop. So look at this for loop. Initial value of I is 1. Okay, and the number what we need to find out is factorial of 5. That means it goes up to 5 times. I less than or equal to number, that is 1 less than or equal to 5, 2 less than or equal to 5, 3 less than or equal to 5. That means this loop is going to execute for 5 times. It starts from 1 and go up to 5. Okay, so during this iteration we are going to perform a operation or a statement, that is the statement inside this. So let us see what this statement does. So as you all know, if we need to find out the factorial of 5, it's nothing but 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. This is what we need to perform, or else it's in opposite way. You need to perform 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. So it in any way it serves the purpose. Okay, so let us take 5 factorial is nothing but 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. So this step is nothing but doing the same thing. Okay, what is the current I value? Current I value is 1. Okay, 1 is the current I value. What is the current fact value? Current fact value is 1. Okay, so 1 into 1. So right now I is equal to, so I is equal to 1, and what is fact? Fact is equal to 1. So if you calculate fact into I, okay, so 1 fact is 1 and I is 1, so you get this answer as 1. Okay, you got this answer as 1. Now again this loop goes here, and I was initially 1. Now we make it as I plus plus. If you make I plus plus, what is the next thing? It will become 2. Okay, so once you get 1, to find out 5 factorial, you should multiply that 1 with what? 2. That means you should multiply now 1 into 2. So look at this step. Fact, what is the current fact value? 1. Okay, what is the current I value? It is 2. So that means it's multiplying 1 into 2. What is 1 into 2? It's 2. Okay, so this answer is nothing but, now 1 into 2 is calculated and it is 2. Okay, next what are you supposed to do? 2 into 3. Let us see what it does. Now I was 2 actually. Now I has been incremented. Now I becomes, and fact was also incremented because fact has become now 2. Okay, so before next I becomes I plus plus. I plus plus means I becomes 3. So sorry, 3. I becomes 3. So I less than equal to 3. Yes, 3 is less than or equal to 5. That is true. Okay, so it comes here. So what is current fact? Current fact is 2. Okay, what is current I? Current I is 3. So 2 into 3 is 6. Okay, 2 into 3 is 6. So what is the current factorial variable value? It is 6. So that means we have computed this particular step also, that is 2 into 3, we have computed it. Now what is the next thing what you need to do? We need to complete 6 into 4. Okay, so let us see, I was 3, now I becomes I plus plus, so I becomes 4. Okay, so now what is the current value of fact? 6. What is the current value of I? 4. So what is fact into I? 6 into 4. It becomes 24. We computed 24. We have computed this particular step into 24. So the current value of fact is 24. Now 4 becomes I plus plus. Okay, 4 becomes 5. Okay, what is fact? 24. 24 into 5. So 24 into 5 is what is 24 into 5? 24 into 5 is 120. So now what is there in fact? It is 120. Now what happens? I becomes again I plus plus. It becomes 6. But when it becomes 6, this condition becomes false. This condition becomes false. Why? Because what is the current value of I? Current value of I is 6. What is the value of number? The value of number is 5. Is it 6 is less than or equal to 5? No, 6 is not less than or equal to 5. So this loop terminates here. While terminating, what was the last value which got updated in fact? The last value which got updated in fact was 120. So is it 5 factorial is 120? Yes, 5 factorial is 120. So after this, you print the fact value. The factorial of number is equal to percentage the fact. Now at last, we had inside the fact 120. So this is what is a problem to solve the factorial of a number using iterative approach. Keep again in your mind, it is not recursion. So next, in the next video, we are going to see how this particular problem can be solved using a recursion approach. Okay, thank you.